What's up everyone, it's Avalon here, and today I'll be talking about my latest fixations. Now, I usually do my videos without scripts, but today I actually prepared one considering I'm not good at talking about certain topics unless I know what to say. Kind of like a reporting, I guess. So let's start with my first fixation. There will be 3 parts of this video because I have currently 3 fixations. Five Nights at Freddy's, Poppy Playtime Smiling Critters in specific, and the last one I will be telling you on the last part. So let's start! So if you know Poppy Playtime, you probably know of the Smiling Critters. They're from Chapter 3 of Poppy Playtime. Even if you aren't too familiar, you've probably seen one of these little guys at some point. I hope it's not from one of these. So we've got the Critter Crew here. We have Bobby Bear Hug, Crafty Corn, Bubba Bubbaphant, Happy Hopscotch, Kickin' Chicken, Picky Piggy, Dog Day, and Catnap. So if you don't know these guys, have you really been on the internet? I'm kidding. So if you know or if you don't know, Smiling Critters are little toys in Playtime Co. from the game Poppy Playtime, which is a game where you return to your old workplace and have to survive against very unhappy toys who also happen to be experiments. And they're these little adorable cartoon animals and plushies, but under all that cuteness, you've got... So back to the cartoons. There's 2 episodes of the Smiling Critter cartoons by Anubis. We've got Catnap's Day Off and Hide and Sleep, along with several songs like Smile Every Day and Frown Every Day, and several animations. Now, I wasn't that interested in Poppy Playtime when it came out. I only watched Cub Scouts play it, and even then I wasn't too interested until April of 2025. Well, around late March, early April. Poppy Playtime came out in October 12, 2021, and Chapter 3 was released in January 30, 2024. I don't really know why it never piqued my interest the same way Indigo Park did, but I just wasn't interested. But while I was just looking through YouTube, I stumbled upon this video by Poppy Theory titled, "What Actually Happened to the Smiling Critters?" I know that only Catnap and Dog Day were the last, but I didn't really know the rest. So I got curious, and here I am now. I like Crafty Corn. I really like Crafty Corn. She's cute and she draws. Then, out of curiosity, I checked if people drew human versions of her. And specifically the other characters too, but mostly Crafty Corn. So I got curious and looked it up, and I will say, I'm not disappointed. They're mostly cute. They're really cute. And I got curious about the others too, so I looked up Dog Day, because, he's the leader. And...
Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot!
So, I don't really know the artists. I'm sure that their watermark is there somewhere. But I don't really know the artists of these drawings. These very fabulous drawings. But I didn't think I'd be really into the Human Dog Day or Human Day? Anyway, after that, Dog Day became my favorite, and I was obsessed. He's precious. He's so precious, man. God, I would lose my legs for him. Dog Day's voice actor in the cartoon did such a great job voicing him. Everyone did absolutely amazing. Now, you absolutely cannot tell me that you don't know Five Nights at Freddy's if you're over the age of 10. Everyone knows Five Nights at Freddy's. Heck, probably your grandma knows Five Nights at Freddy's. I've been watching different fan games from like Mary's Arcade and so on. Five Nights at Freddy's is a game where you play as a night guard, trying to survive the night against bloodthirsty animatronics. Simple as that. And with the more games that come, the more the story gets unfolded. And a few things get added to the game, such as different gameplay, so it's not repetitive. Hence, the deep lore and theories. And I really like those. They're really fun to listen to. I'm not usually into lore, but I just really like listening to these. It gets me hooked. I've already had my Five Nights at Freddy's phase, or FNAF phase. This is the third or fourth time now. The first time when I was a wee little lad. I first discovered FNAF MMD. Yeah, I really liked Anime Foxy. My friend was with me, obsessing over Bonnie. I think that was around 2017 or 2018. After that, I was a lot older, I suppose, and I got obsessed again because this is embarrassing to say, but I had my phase of obsessing over Wattpad fanfictions. Yeah, I had Wattpad fanfictions that I read. I mean, who didn't have a Wattpad fanfiction, especially as a girl? But let's not talk about that. I did post this video of my Five Nights at Freddy's OC back in the day. I've also been really interested in Security Breach, which is, like Poppy Playtime, I wasn't interested in when it released. But I got interested after watching a video on it. That video being by Not Real Name, Not At All, video titled Roxanne Wolf on the Road to Redemption or Ruin, and Glamrock Chica, the Pizzaplex's most tragic victim. And I just got dragged in again. In the end, I came up with this OC. I didn't even name her for a long time until my friend Ice suggested Cupid because she had a heart on her chest. Well, she has a heart on her chest. She's an animatronic in a bakery who loves interaction. While she is completely harmless, her partner isn't. I won't share anything about him, though, since he's not my OC. He's Ice. Now, as I've mentioned before, I'm not really that into lore. I don't like reading a lot of things, and finding out for yourself is, while interesting, I get a little lazy, or I just don't have time. So that's why I really enjoy listening to, like, theories, commentary, and iceberg explorations. A lot of people do that anyway, so, like, I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. I'm also super obsessed with these befriending animatronics animations. It's really cute and very wholesome. Now, since I talked about Human Dog Day, let's talk about Human Foxy. Look at him. Isn't he just so precious? Isn't he just so cute? You know, I might just be into redheaded dog boys. Moving on to the next topic. I tried so hard to avoid this game, but goddamn, I just had to play it and get obsessed with it. And she just had to drag me into it. Where do I even begin? Oh, Xavier is so adorable, and he's sleepy. How cute is that? He likes everything I like. He likes games. He likes sleeping. He's literally perfect. And Caleb, oh, Caleb, he has a bionic arm. I'm so into bionic arms, as you can see from here. And Zane, Zane, he's a hot doctor. Do I need to say more? Oh, Raph and Silas aren't really my type, but I would definitely give Raphael a kiss. As for Silas, well, I'm not into him, surprisingly. He has white hair, red eyes, calls me kitten, or, MC Kitten, has a motorcycle, and he's literally daddy. He's the perfect bait for me, but I'm not into him. Xavier's the only one I need, and Caleb, and Zane. Okay, I'm a little crazy, but Xavier's my favorite. And my friend likes Silas the most, surprisingly. But what can we do?
Funny thing is, I joined during the first week or the second week of Love in Deep Space. During, the first release of Love in Deep Space. However, my poor ass tablet couldn't handle the game. It sucks. It can't even run. And the storage is only like 64 gigabytes. And then I stopped for like around 6-7 months because I joined in TikTok and found out about the Autumn multi-banner, where Silas has his Grassland Romance, Raphael's Gem Affection, so on and so forth. I joined back, but then I stopped again because I didn't quite understand the UI back then. However, during the first January again of 2025, my friend played Love in Deep Space. I was a little tempted. Yes, that is true. I was a little tempted. However, what really pulled me in, that one VTuber, I'm not gonna say his name because it's kind of like embarrassing for me. That one YouTuber really captivates Silas's essence so well that I learned and downloaded the game. I even bought a new phone for it so that I could play the game, even though I played in my laptop during January. And then I fell in love. I fucking fell in love with Silas. I was still debating back then. I was still debating whether or not I like Silas more than Donhong or I like Donhong more than Silas. But then Silas did something, said something to me that really puts him on top of Donhong, which is my favorite male character back then. It was my boy. He called me kitten. He called me kitten and sweetie, and I was like, holy shit, that's kinda hot. I like it. And then I started playing, like really playing, and I think it was around there's only 3 days left during the Touring in Love event. And thankfully, like, I was so happy back then. I was so happy that I got Silas's Night of Secrecy. I won the 50-50. I really won the 50-50. I was so happy. I haven't even bathed back then. I still have my laptop on, and I don't have my phone back then. And then my spending. I won't tell you the estimate money that I spend on that game because it's kind of diabolical. A little diabolical. I remember back then that I want someone to talk to with the Love in Deep Space. However, my friend back then, really, she's kind of like on and off with the game, and unlike me, it takes me years to get off one game. It really takes me off one game. So I dragged Avalon in. I still remember, like, I sent in a picture of the meme of the 5 guys. I still like Caleb, Silas, Zane, Xavier, and Raphael. I sent her in, and she was so confused about the picture that I sent, and I was like, "Oh, just pick one. Just pick one, whichever resonates with you." And she picked Xavier. In my mind, I was like, "Okay, she picked Xavier. I cannot mess this up. I really can't mess this up." So, for the next week or next 3 days, I can't remember when, but let's estimate it around a week. So she was at school during that time. I sent her the nightly revenue of Xavier because I was so bored. I was still at home. There's no school, and she is in school. So I sent her the nightly revenue of Xavier. Uh, I I might have regret a little bit because she's at school and that card was so spicy. It was so spicy. It's spicier than my card, Silas's card. It's so spicy. And then she was panicking. She was panicking in her halls, in her room, and I was just laughing my ass off in my dinner table. She's really like, oh, how dare you do this to me. I was in school, you dumbass. Like, how dare you. And I was just I was just laughing my ass off while eating a piece of chicken. So yeah, I was eating a piece of chicken while she was panicking in school. And then I sent her a more tame video of Xavier, the autumn one, the one with the grassland romance that I didn't get. I'm so mad at it because I'm so dumb back then. So I sent her that. She calmed down. And then I sent her the Misty Invasion of Zane. I sent her that and she was panicking again, and I'm laughing my ass off in my room while she's still in school. I keep sending her a lot of videos, a lot of the cards. Most of them are Xavier. Yeah, most of them are Xavier. She haven't known the secret times and the dating of the 4-star cards yet, but I know that she was hooked. She was so hooked when I showed her the game in Discord. She's like, we can make her an OC for it. For her and Xavier, I have mine. Her name is Morgan. She's so cute. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh wait, no, actually, she's still obsessed with it. She downloaded it and like was not planning to tell me till like next month, and then she couldn't bear it anymore and she told me, and was like, bitch, the fuck, like, how I can't say it. I can say it. But I'm still obsessed with Silas. Of course, I'm still obsessed with Silas. Like, oh my god, I know his measurements: 109, 72, and 95. That's his exact measurements. I've tried drawing him before, but like, he looks young. He looks so young. And then yes, I have my Silas birthday card in my other account because I'm saving for Silas's Dragon Myth this December. Although I will be having fun looking at her, smiling at her, knowing that in 3 or 2 days the Savior's Myth is having a rerun. I will be shitty and I will be smiling because I won't have to pull. And after that, multi-banner. She's not having a rest this month. I feel so sorry for her. She's not having a rest this month.
So that's basically what happened. Of course, I made multiple MCs for each guy that I liked and based their names on FGO characters. We have Merlin, Mordred, and Meltrolis. Anyway, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed my speed paint of my OC Cupid. Thank you for watching and goodbye.